Hello guys, my name is Prince and this is Math Center. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Post your comments and questions on my social media handles and I'll respond to it. We are on the topic indices. In the previous video, we learned how to write a number in the index form. In this video, we are going to learn about the laws of indices. Let's consider the first law. The first law is called the product law. We know that product means multiplication. So what this law says that if you have two or more numbers multiplying in the index form and these two numbers have the same basis. Now remember, for this law to work, the two numbers must have the same basis. If the two numbers have the same basis, then write one of the numbers and add the exponents. So if you have two or more numbers, here we are just using the basic form, which is just two numbers. If you have two or more numbers that are multiplying in their index form, and the two numbers have the same basis, write one of the bases and add the exponents. So for example, if you have 3 exponent 2 times 3 exponent 7, write one of the bases, which is 3, and add the exponent, so 2 plus 7, and this will give us 3 exponent 9. In the same way, if you have x exponent 3 multiplying x exponent 2, you write one of the bases, which is x, and you add the exponent, so 3 plus 2, so this will give us x exponent 5. If you have 1 over 2 exponent 3 multiplying 1 over 2 exponent negative 2, you pick one of the bases, so 1 over 2, then you add the exponent, so you are going to have 3 plus minus 2. From algebra, we know that 3 plus minus 2 is 3 minus 2. So this one will give us 1 over 2 exponent 1, which is the same as 1 over 2. So all that this law says is that if you have two numbers that are multiplying in the index form and the two numbers have the same basis, remember that is very important. If the two numbers don't have the same basis, you can't apply this law. So here, if this were to be 3, just as this is 3, if this is 3 and this is 5, you can't add the exponents. The two numbers must have the same basis in order to add the exponents. Let's consider the next one. It's called the quotient law. Quotient means division. So in the previous slide, we considered multiplication. We are going to consider division here. Now, if these two numbers are dividing and they have the same basis, the quotient law says that write one of the bases and subtract the exponents. So in the other one, we are adding the exponents. So if it's multiplying, you add the exponents. If it's dividing, you subtract the exponents. So for example, if you have 10 raised to the power 7 divided by 10 raised to the power 4 is equal to 10, you write one of the bases, then you subtract the exponent, so 7 minus 4. So you subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator, so 7 minus 4, and this will give us 10 exponent 3. If you have 5 exponent 3 divided by 5 exponent minus 2, it says that you write one of the bases, so 5, then you subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator. So you have 3 minus minus 2. We know that 3 minus minus 2 from algebra is 3 plus 2. So this will give us 5 exponent 3 plus 2, which is 5 exponent 5. If you have y exponent minus 3 divided by y, we know that this is the same as y exponent minus 3 divided by any number that you see that doesn't have an exponent. It means the exponent there is 1. So there's no exponent on y here. It means it's raised to the power 1, or the exponent is 1. So this is the same as y exponent minus 3 divided by y exponent 1. we subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator, and this will give us y exponent minus 3 minus 1, which is y exponent minus 4. Let's consider the third and last law. It's called the power law. What this law says that if you have a exponent x, then exponent y is giving us a exponent x times y, or a exponent xy. Let's pick some examples. So if you have 2 exponent 2, then that in bracket exponent 3 is the same as 2 exponent, the 3 will multiply 2 here, so 2 times 3, and this will give us 2 exponent 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so if you have 3 exponent minus 6 into brackets, then another exponent, so exponent 4 is equal to 3 exponents. The 4 will multiply the minus 6, so minus 6 times 4, which will give us 3 exponent minus 24, because minus 6 times 4 is 24. If you have 7 exponent n, then that into bracket another exponent 2 will multiply n. Remember, if you look at it very carefully, you see that the exponent is not multiplying the base, it's multiplying the exponents. So you multiply the two exponents. So 7 exponent n times 2. From algebra, we know that n times 2 is 2n. So this will give us 7 exponent 2n. Thank you for watching this video. We learned how to use the power law, how to use the product law, and how to use the quotient law. In the next video, we are going to learn about the properties of indices. Bye bye.